Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm Part 24, Odds and Ends. Didn't have a super great plan for this one, just kind of keep talking about math and stuff. Again, still don't have a journal to publish in, still don't have anyone to talk to about science, or basically anything else, but sort of just odds and ends, just talk about other random thoughts that I'm trying to piece together. Keep trying to get into chemistry, blah, blah, blah. Matter can't be created or destroyed. Empirically, physically false. Why? Because matter exists. It had to be created at some point. And what we've done logically and mathematically is build enough intuition to say about the development of the early universe. Again, because of some sort of instability. The universe is trying to learn about itself, so it has to figure out its geometry. So its vibration differentiates. It differentiates by decreasing its temperature. Then you have instability, and that radiation can stabilize into matter. But the simple point is matter exists, so matter had to be created at some point, right? We can only move forward. Time points one way. So this is a definitive fact. And that's just true, and that's a very common statement, and that's logically incorrect. The logical opposite, remember we've introduced E, we've talked about a bunch about the sound E, right? The prefix re means to do again. The opposite, the logical opposite of re is D. Re is to do again, D is to undo. We can reduce that to a dichotomistic pair, do, undo. You can't undo what's been done, Bill, because you freaking can't. Again, just it's a solution to a set of all logic stuff. But all logic is physical deduction. And the example I want to use is hunger. What are you hungry for? Alright, going out to eat with your girlfriend. Where does she want to eat? I don't know, that doesn't sound good. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, I'm good with whatever. You tell me where to go. Oh, well, not that. Not that. Not that. Okay, well, how about you tell me where to go? Well, I don't know, you pick. You're hungry for whatever food, whatever nutrient your body, your cellular nutrient your body's cells need. And you're going to associate that to whatever source you've gotten that nutrient from. Whether hamburger, fish, hot dog, vegetables, whatever. It's literally just, again, we've been talking about experiential proofs, empirical proofs. Hunger, what you're hungry for is just what nutrient your body needs, and it's aware of what substance has brought that nutrient in the past. And we've talked about the non-uniqueness of metabolism, but so that's an example. But all logic is physical deduction. People will say, there's deductive logic or constructive logic. False. You're a physical system trying to filter your own language. The only thing you can do is deduce from the environment around you. Just a logical distinction. But now sensorality is life in general. Sentience. The difference between sentence and sentience is the sound E. But why? What is life? Life is sensorality. Life exists. Life is experience. But why does life exist? Not from a philosophical bullshit perspective, from a practical, physical perspective. Well, life produces memory, right? We can remember things. If I go get in my boat and realize that the world isn't flat, in 5,000 BC, not 2,000, the ancients knew the world was round. Maybe not trying to do a history aside, but if I can remember things, I can improve efficiency of a species. If memory exists at all, you can improve the efficiency of physical systems. So that's why life exists, is to produce memory. That's why we have emotions. That's why emotions are the basis of motions. Right? If we've talked at the very beginning lectures of this series, we've talked about, right, you remember the best and worst days of your life, because they're different, right? Remember differentiation. We like interesting things. I don't know, another logical aside, I don't know, especially, what does this word mean to you? What is not an analogy, a synonym for especially? what is the most appropriate synonym for the word especially? Is it specifically, or is it quintessentially? Or is it something else? I don't know, straight up don't know. If I had to say, linguistically it obviously looks a lot more like specifically, but especially to me sounds like not only a specific example, but the most idyllic example, so I would say quintessentially logically. Again, that's random thought, but iron and irony, right? Irony is the basis of jokes. The basis of jokes and laughter is inefficiency, right? Insecurity and jokes. When you're with your friends, all of the things you joke about, all those jabs you throw at each other, they're genuine inefficiencies of the other person's behavior. If you're dealing with really insecure people, that's why they can't take jokes, is because they're extremely selfish. And when you make them think about themselves, well, they can just go into denial because of the sentiment of the species. But that's, again, iron, this is jokes, logically connecting the sound E to the iron catastrophe of the periodic table, right? You can't, I don't know if I forget what the historical or scientific thing was, but like you can't, something about iron is the ultraviolet catastrophe. You can't, iron would fall in on itself. I don't know, just look it up. But that's logically what's going on there. That's true. How is the periodic table organized? We talked about that last lecture. I think it's, like I said, I'm thinking through my own logic. I don't even remember. It's been years since I've ever looked at that thing. But the valence shells, how the orbitals fill. So what would be a better way to organize the periodic table? Again, I don't know. We need the right concept. But it will come from maybe. Again, I just don't. I really don't know how. What property would be more efficient to? I don't know how. I don't know what to say. Rate versus pace. Rate of reaction, rate of variables versus pace. Last lecture we talked about pacing implies turning. Rate to me, rate of translation, rate implies linearity to me logically for whatever reason. So how does pacing relate to rating? Don't know. What is speciality? I'm falling through my own logic now. What is speciality to memory? What is sexual antagonism to memory? What is attention to memory? I don't even know if this is a valid logical question. But what is attention to memory? Attention, there's our preservation of syllability. But attention is proportional to memory. If you pay attention to something, you're more likely to remember it. Remember. Reality remembers. So another logical proof that's literality is reality as proven by anyone qualifying literally. No, bro, I'm not speaking a figurative metaphor or analogy. I'm saying literally. That's really what happened. It's logically what you're doing. Random correction. I said in a previous lecture, reality. I spelled it like R-E-I-A-L. That was just a misspeaking. It's real, R-I-A-L. Sensorial, S-E-N-S-O-R-I-A-L. Sensation is sensorial. So we'll end this lecture there. Like I said, just really, truly random thoughts. Again, like I said, I just have to think through this and I have to speak it out loud. But what was I just about to say? Oh, what word family does the word sorry come from? Right? When do you say sorry? Sorry, if you're from like Michigan or the Canadian border. Sorry. Sensori. Sensoriality. So that's where the preservation sensor is a direct, sorry is a direct linguistical element of the sensorality word family. And you say sorry when you're aware of inefficiency. You fucked up. You did something wrong. You're apologizing. You did something inefficient. So those are some odds and ends, random thoughts. Again, the periodic table, like I said, I have a direct, logical, physical picture. Still don't know what to do, but getting closer, just talking through things. Thanks for watching part 24.